Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Hey there, it's Milton Brown here, host of today's program, and I just want to introduce you to a man that is making moves in the community, helping businesses, helping kids, and having a fun time doing it. His name is Hart, and I'd like to introduce you to him today with this great idea he has called Backpack Bar Crawl, which is going to change the way that people interact with each other in a social environment for the main purpose of providing the needs for our children. So how are you doing, Jared?
I'm doing pretty good, Milton. Doing pretty good. Thanks for doing this today.
Yes, thank you for agreeing to join our show. We're just excited to have you.
Well, I'm excited too. It'll be a fun time.
All right. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started with this idea?
Oh man, so I work in development right now, and a lot of my time is spent coming up with new and cool ways to get individuals plugged in from a business-to-business standpoint. And I started doing a lot of work with nonprofits and things like that. So I said, why not take this project or take some of the ideas I've come up with and kind of transform them in a different way? And I've been on a number of bar crawls, and I said, why aren't we doing this for a cause? Why can't we maybe plug something in here? So I came up with a backpack bar crawl. That really is it. It was the culmination of going on a bar crawl and trying to see how I could plug in a benefit of some kind, and to benefit the community, as I do with a lot of the other projects I do professionally.
Wow, that's amazing. For some of our listeners who might not know what a bar crawl is, could you tell our listeners what a bar crawl is?
So a bar crawl, as it was explained to me, and I love the explanation, is a group of people drinking at various locations, in this case for a cause, but various locations. So you have, you'll have a buy-in for a crawl of some kind. It'll be sponsored by an organization or some kind of facilitating company. You'll get a wristband or you'll get some kind of identifying marker so that when you go to all the bars that are participating in this specific crawl, you have a drink special open to you. And there's activities sometimes that go along with the crawl and different things like that you can do at each one. And in this case, we're going to have a competition going on, but a lot of crawls have themes, like you have the 90s bar crawl, or you'll have a bar crawl that's really common in Raleigh called Raleigh Typhoon, where you do different activities and companies sponsor the activities at each bar, and there's kind of a competition aspect to it. So bar crawl just is a bunch of different bars getting together, having drink specials, people individually buying a ticket or buying entrance into that crawl so that they can have just as much fun with everybody else as they would want to.
Great. So tell us a little bit more about your particular bar crawl, the Backpack Bar Crawl, which is just so interesting. When you were telling me about it, I was like, wow, this is going to be something great. So tell our listeners about that.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Backpack Bar Crawl, it came as a thought. I'm thinking, how can, what cause can we support? What things can we do to support some kind of community project going on? And North Carolina, you've seen the numbers. North Carolina has a real big disparity with the kids that can afford school supplies. So I said, you know what? How can we help this? How can we help in some way? So we said, hey, let's try and see if we can get school supplies donated for a bar crawl. And then it started really at the developmental level. We wanted school supplies involved. So we said, hey, why not have people pay for the crawl with the school supplies? So that's the way you actually can be a part of this crawl. You bring 10 school supplies. That'll get you interest into the crawl. That'll get you your wristband, which you'll get, and that'll get you access to all the specials. So you really can't beat it. You buy 10 school supplies. Those school supplies, we're working with the Alexander YMCA currently right now, and a couple of other organizations that will be added on in the next month or so before the crawl to supply the bags and all those types of things so that we can actually put the school supplies that are donated through all the participants in bags that are sponsored through corporate sponsorship, and then they can go on the crawl just to kind of support the cause. And and put out there what they're doing and let everybody else know that this is a really cool event that they can be a part of.
Fantastic. Do you have a certain list of supplies you would like the recipients to bring?
We do have a special list that is going to be updated, and everything will go live here July 1st. We'll have a full list of that'll be available on the Facebook page, and then coming in the website in mid-July. All those things will be available. We'll have a specific list to make it real easy for everyone to order and for everyone to bring those and get those things in.
All right. And when is the exact date of the crawl?
August 5th, and this is going to be a night crawl. So it's August 5th. It's on a Friday from about 7:30 to 10:30 or so, 7 to 10:30 or so. And then what we'll do is we'll start at one bar or start at Anchor Bar, and then we'll end up at Milk Bar, and that's when our winners of the competition part will be announced, and everybody will have a great time going for it.
Great. How would someone sign up?
So the way you'll sign up is you can get us on Facebook. You can type in Backpack Bar Crawl. All right, we'll have a page up. It'll go live July 1st. You'll be able to sign up there, or you'll be able to sign up on our website mid-July. There'll be a link for it, and then we'll be able to go from there. And you'll click the link. You'll sign up. You'll purchase the items on the website if you like. You can purchase the items, or you can bring the items with you at registration the day of the event. Purchasing the items beforehand is a lot easier, though. You can just purchase them right through the link that we'll provide. The items will be selected. You click Select All, purchase all the items. You bring your receipt with you to the registration, and then you're good to go.
Fantastic. And that does sound like a very easy way to give back and become part of this great movement. Are there any other requirements?
So the only other requirement is that you have as much fun as possible, and you bring a little bit of a competitive nature to you. With this crawl, there's going to be activities and questions to answer at each bar. So as you get to a bar, you'll check in, and then you'll be given a question and an action item. You'll take a picture with the action item, or you take a picture doing the action item. You'll answer the question. Each one of those correct answers to the question and entries of the photos will get you an entrance to win the grand prize, which is not released currently. That'll be released at a little bit of a later date, but it's going to be pretty cool. I tell you that already.
That sounds like an exciting thing. Is there anything else that you would like our listeners to know about this amazing Backpack Bar Crawl?
Well, the Backpack Bar Crawl is in its first year this year. So we are always looking for anybody that wants to be involved on a business side, whether it be putting things in a swag bag, whether it be being a sponsor for this to actually purchase the backpacks that will be putting the school supplies in, or any part of the crawl, whether it be a service for service, anything, any way that you'd be interested in helping this cause, helping my organization put this thing on to make it great for everybody involved, that would be fantastic. And always, I'm really just excited to be a part of the Backpack Bar Crawl, to see how this can go and make it bigger every year to help more and more kids in not just the Raleigh area, but other areas that would have, kids that need help, kids that need school supplies that they, parents might not be able to afford to get everything that they might need.
Exactly. And that just could help change the child having the confidence to know that they're taken care of. Somebody is looking out for them. Somebody is providing them with the means to succeed in school. It may seem like a small contribution, but it can mean the world to a child that receives it. And I commend you on that. How can our listeners get in touch with you for this organization?
They can get a hold of me. So through our Facebook page, Backpack Bar Crawl is one of the easiest ways. We're super active on that. Starting July 1st is when we'll have all communication lines will be open. There'll be a number listed there as well. We'll have our email up, backpackbarcrawl@gmail.com. That is a great way to get a hold of me there as well. So there'll be a number of venues, all accessible starting July 1st, and it will be we'll make it as simple as possible for anybody to really get a hold of us and ask any questions that they might have, to really see if they'd like to support and anything going forward.
All right. Thank you so much, Jared, for joining us today and telling us about your amazing movement. So you heard it here, folks. If you would like to get in contact with them, you can go to backpackbarcrawl@gmail.com to send an email. The easiest route right now is probably to do a search on Facebook for Backpack Bar Crawl, and be sure to look out for their website when it becomes live. Thank you for joining us, and everyone have a fantastically wonderful day.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.